Morning, morning, morning. Morning, morning, morning. I am on the road already. I'm sure you could hear all the traffic in the background, but I am on my morning errands. I just dropped my daughter to school. So I just gonna start filming my day every day. Like that's my goal. Maybe not every day, but pretty close to it, because what I'm trying to do is vlog my journey towards my goals. And my goals is to go back to college, to purchase a camper. And once I've completed those two goals, because I'm gonna be renovating the camper, and once I graduate and I get myself my remote job, what I'm looking to get, I will be traveling the United States, and I want to be documenting that whole journey as well. So this really is for me to have a record of, I make sure I don't get knocked down, a record of my journey, so I could have that for myself. And if other people want to get inspired and watch my journey, that's awesome. So a little bit about myself is I am in recovery from drugs and alcohol and a whole bunch of other stuff like codependency, people pleasing. Those are all the issues underneath the drugs and alcohol. I've been sober since January 21st, 2025, and it's now like August 15th, so just coming up on my 7-month anniversary of being drug and alcohol free. So I'm trying to move my life into a positive direction. I've written several books, started a women's recovery ministry, started a jewelry business, a pet sitting business, plus I'm about to start a new job this next week. So I got all these things that I'm doing. I'm trying to stay focused on recovery and Jesus and God, because I am a Christian and I rededicated my life to Jesus after I got sober. So that's the journey that I have been on and that I am continuing to be on, because recovery is a journey, not a destination, as they say. So if you all want to come with me on this journey and see what it's like to do it one day at a time, all the ups and downs, and just see what it's really like to walk out your recovery and strive to reach your goals. That's the hope for this channel, because of course I can't say what's gonna happen. I haven't attained my goals yet, but I am striving towards them, of finishing school, getting into the medical field that I hope to get into, and being able to do remote work while I travel in my camper across the United States is the ultimate goal for me. And I am a mother, so my daughter will be coming with me. She's 10. I'm also Bahamian American. My mom is Bahamian, my dad's American. So that's where the accent come from. And I just hope you all enjoy. I don't know anything about video editing or stuff like that, so I'm learning this as I go. You know what I'm saying? So bear with me. Hopefully by the time I get my IV and I'm going cross country, I'll have improved somewhat. Right now, I am on my way to Publix. I gotta pick up some money that was sent to me by a young man in the Bahamas who was liking me. And probably pick up 1 or 2 things for breakfast, because I used to do this every morning. I come out on the road and my belly empty. I gotta stop doing that, because that's not good. And I used to cook for my daughter, and all I get is a cup of coffee for myself. Then when I'm on the road, I'm hungry because I'm biking all over the place. So I'm gonna have to get me something to eat, and I'm gonna pick up 1 or 2 things from the dollar store. But today is really a day of preparation, not only for my new job that I'm starting, but also because I'm have a booth at the flea market tomorrow. So I have to go over my inventory, and I'll show you all that and make sure everything is in order for my debut at the flea market tomorrow. So I just picked up the money that my boyfriend sent me, and he sent me a sweet message too. Our relationship has kind of been on and off. That's why I say it like that. And I tell him we just taking things slow, and we just gonna be friends for right now and see if the relationship could last. I picked up some sourdough English muffins and some sausage. That was buy one get one at Publix, because that's basically the only thing I get at Publix is buy one get one. So I go in to the dollar store. They open. I don't think they open this early, actually. Let me see. Yeah, they don't open for 30 more minutes. So I don't think I'm gonna wait around for the dollar store to open because I'm hungry now. And I'm just gonna hop on my bike and head home and cook breakfast for everybody. Right. Yeah, I just want to add about that boy I tell you all about, because yeah, it's not, I know it sounds sweet, the message and everything, but you know there's layers in every relationship, and he has been jealous and controlling in the past. Even up until this last week, he jealous of who he think I with, because I in the States and he in the Bahamas. So that's an issue that I have an issue with. And so that's why I say that we need to go slow with our relationship, because I ain't trying to rush into nobody controlling me, because I ain't that type of gal. And if you try to control me, then you need to go somewhere else. So that's what the deal is there. I can go inside and try to cook some breakfast because I am hungry. But I live in a small apartment. I live with my mom right now, and she's a very light sleeper. So I usually try to prepare something for breakfast the night before so I don't be in the kitchen disturbing her. But I didn't do that. So I need to go in the kitchen and hopefully not make too much noise. Mission accomplished. I just watched this very interesting documentary about how supermarkets have rewired the world. It's by PBS. I love PBS, and I'm, of course, very upset that they are getting defunded. I mean, it's ridiculous, but so this video is very interesting because it shows the chain of supply with supermarkets and food stores, which is something you probably never think of when you go into the food store. Like this morning when I gone in there, you just pick up what's convenient and what is cheap, and then you walk out and you don't think about how them things got in there. But one of the things I want to try to do with my life, and especially as I'm moving into the RV life and traveling the country, is I want to try to buy local and buy in season. And obviously, living in an RV, I have to be more, or I would like to be more conscientious of how I purchase my food, how I store my food, and I definitely want to be eating more healthier overall and locally. And I already trying to be mostly vegan. I know I had them sausage this morning, but for the most part, most of my meals are vegan, except for this morning. But I do try to eat mostly vegan and healthy because I know, especially the meat industry, is a terrible thing. It's just really terrible on so many levels, not just what they do to the animals, but what that industry does to the planet. I mean, the amount of food that is produced just to feed animals is crazy for us to consume. And all of that goes to show about capitalism and industrialism, how that has created this society where instead of being community oriented, everyone is individualistic, and we all just in our own little worlds consuming. Whereas in the past, people used to be like go to their neighbor or to the local community member, the butcher, the baker, you know what I'm saying, and get their products what they need, or they grow them and they farm at home, and that's how they'll get by. And that was the thing for hundreds and thousands of years. People would have their food growing on their properties or get it from nearby local markets. And it's only in the last 100 years or so that that has changed to where it makes me think that people go to the food store, they don't even know where their food come from, how it get there, how long since that fruit or vegetable was on the tree, when it was picked. They have no idea. And like little children and stuff, when they growing up only see in the food store, they be like they don't even know how plants is grow. That's why I think gardening is so important. I love studying plants. That's one of my biggest things. And whenever I on my bike or rolling through, I just be looking for plants that is food or medicinal. I always do that. And also, I think it's definitely on purpose. Where you look at cities and towns and how they built, and none of them have fruit trees, edible trees, or medicinal plants. Every plant you see that is planted by the government is basically a bush where they ain't no good. Not to say plants ain't no good, but they gonna be planting something which you can't use for fruit or medicinal purposes. It's like what they call it, just for show. You know what I'm saying? And why? I know some people say, oh, if you plant a fruit tree, the fruit could drop on the ground and the rats could come. That don't make no sense. So that's a poor excuse. So you'd rather have hungry people in your city, people struggling. Like the whole way the system set up ain't to advance people. It's to keep them down. That's why Bob Marley say the Babylon system is the vampire sucking the blood of the sufferers. His song is have plenty knowledge in it. And this whole system, that's why I try to get out of it. People may think I crazy for one go live in an RV and have my natural lifestyle, but I think that is a more healthier, better lifestyle than any kind of system what they trying to put me into. Cause I never been one to be part of the system. Like say you gotta do this, you gotta do that to be a normal person. Well, who create normal? You know what I'm saying? I like to be one with the earth and how that's supposed to go. Cause when God made Adam and Eve, He made them to be gardeners and put them in a garden, and that's how we supposed to be living. I just spent an hour on the phone dealing with my medical insurance because I got something in the mail with telling me about the different benefits package I have. And usually I would just throw something like that in the garbage because I don't have time to read it and I don't know how to apply for all these different benefits. But this time I looked through the paper and it had a lot of different stuff on it that I could apply for. So I called them and asked how I could apply. They told me an app I could download. I went on the app and I applied for several different things. One was $150 voucher for food. I got another $82 voucher for sensory items because my daughter is on the spectrum and neurodivergent. And I also got what other thing I get signed up for, like mental health classes for anxiety, which I do have from time to time. And so all of those programs are free. And I was on the phone for a long time trying to figure out because I have this OTC thing where I can order um, health and beauty products from CVS through my insurance, and they're supposed to be giving me $65 a month, but they only giving me $50. So I was trying to sort that out, but they just keep passing me to the next person, and I never got a clear answer. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just call them next month when I am ready to order again and order through them because I'd like to get the full amount for my benefits, you know what I'm saying? But I just feeling in a little funky type mood right now. I don't know. I guess I just like the whole system making me like I don't know. Just how you gotta fight and struggle your whole life for scraps and just even though I'm starting another job next week, I'd be like I gotta start another job, which I'm happy for. I'm elated, but then also I thinking about I'm gonna have to be spending, 8 hours a day away from my family, and also just the energy that I gotta put into to be at this job. So I just want to keep myself focused on my dream of getting a camper and being on the road because that is what my dream is. I know it ain't for everybody. Some people think it's a crazy dream, whatever. But I believe that freedom of life on the road and visiting new places, meeting new people, that would be helpful for me. That's my dream. Probably would like to take a trip back to the Bahamas soon anyways because I ain't been home in 8 months, so but I don't know if that's possible because I just got a lot of stuff going on over here and I know how to make that happen right now. On my way to pick up my daughter from school, and I just have some thoughts going through my mind what I want to get out. And since I'm using this as my video diary, I guess I can get them out. So I just started thinking like, for one thing, my mind is go like a million miles an hour. Always think there's something I should be doing. Even when I'm resting, it's like I gotta get up and start doing something because why am I laying down when there's a million things I could be doing, which is a bad habit and I need to stop. But It's like I want to strive so hard to be to a point where I can rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you working all year so you could take 2 weeks vacation when you could be living in that vacation right now, in a way. And I just think back to how I was as a child, and I be constantly want to go back to that state of mind where I don't be stressed or worried all the time, and I could just ride my bike, enjoy my life, lay down in the grass, read a book. And instead nowadays, I be just thinking about all the what ifs, just anxiety for bills and different things like that. Like just now, I ride my bike thinking about I didn't read my Bible today. Well, then I thought, well, I better read my Bible as soon as I get home. But I'm like, why I need to read my Bible as soon as I get home? Like I feel guilty. Like God me on a timer, and if I don't read it at a certain time, He could be mad at me. Like that ain't how that thing should work. And so I gotta make sure I don't get run over. It's be like so many things that we're supposed to check off the list every day. Make sure I drink water with lemon in it. Make sure I walk 10,000 steps. Make sure I'm not emotionally scarring my child by the way I talk to her. Make sure that I call all these health insurance people or do all the errands I have to do for the day. You know, make sure I read my Bible. And all these things is got like guilt attached to them. Like, I ain't doing it because I want to do it. I doing it because I feel like, oh, it's something I have to do. And if I don't do it, something bad happen to me. Like if I don't read my Bible, I can go to hell. Or God ain't gonna like me. So I just be thinking like in the Bible it say God don't care about the outside. He's care about what's in your heart. He's look at your heart. So if your heart in the right place, I feel that is the utmost important. And I strive to make sure my heart in the right place for the majority of the time. And by that, I feel like it's meant to say, you see somebody struggling, you stop and help them, you know? And in the world we live in, that's rare, you know? You see a homeless person, you won't drive right past them and scornfully look at them. You stop and give them a meal or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You hold open the door for somebody. You smile at somebody. Things like that is, I think, what... I mean, obviously, it could go deeper than that, but that's the basic heart behind the gospel. It's not just you reading the Bible every day, although that's important, but it don't have to be so legalistic. I guess it's the point I get into. Like, if I don't read my Bible by 8 a.m. every day, something bad can happen. Because, you know, life happens. So sometimes I don't read my Bible for a few days, and then I'll sit down and study it for a couple hours. But either way, as long as my direction is positive and it's going towards God and not away from Him, I think that is the objective that He would like. You know? It's all a progress. You know, it's a journey. So once you ain't trying to distance yourself from God and you going in that direction where you want to strive to be closer to God amongst all your daily responsibilities as well, I think that's the positive direction He wants us to go in. You got your I just finished cleaning off the back porch, which is like my little workshop to do my jewelry, and packing everything up for the flea market tomorrow, so I'm ready to go. Everything is charged, would need to be charged, and I I'm feeling pretty confident about tomorrow. But I don't know. I was feeling kind of lazy today and just watched a couple movies and had some existential thoughts. And I'm on this vlog right now, so I could do some editing and post it. But yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna try to vlog most of tomorrow for the flea market because I feel like that is a big moment for my jewelry business. Because mostly I just sold it online up to this point. So this is my first time selling in person and seeing people's reactions and how they gonna react to it. So I'm excited to see that. And I'll be showing you all some of the jewelry pieces what I have closer and in depth tomorrow. So look for that. And if you enjoy this content, at the end of life, a candy apple, a Bahamian in America, just like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, tell me what you're thinking. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it.